had a good week of practice, and yeah, we tried to address some of the open field stuff that happened to us in the fourth quarter of the game last week, and we took a lot of time and worked on pursuit angles and stuff like that, little things that you sometimes take for granted as coaches that you can't overlook when you got a lot of younger guys in the second level of your defense.
How healthy is your side?
We're healthy. JD got a little real bruise, but I think he'll be ready to play.
Did he practice today?
Huh?
Did he practice?
No, he was out there just watching today. He didn't practice today.
Coach, you knocked out one quarterback on the first play of the game last year. You know you'll probably see two this week. Did that make preparations any different?
Well, they're two different kind of quarterbacks, and we know if two is in the ball game, he's gonna run the football a lot more than 11 will, and 11 is more of the passing quarterback. But we're gonna have to stop both of them, and they play both all season, and we fully expect them to play both this season, to this game.
The players know that lots of folks are pointing the finger at them, for the little bit of struggle, some deep balls and stuff. I mean, is that a distraction in any way, or do you guys just go about business as usual?
No, again, all the criticism we get, we deserve, because anytime you get 153 yards in 2 plays, and obviously something is wrong. So we address it, and we got good kids, and we understand when we make mistakes that what we need to do to fix them. So that's what we do. We go to work on Monday to try to correct them, and they came out and they practiced hard all week.
How do you feel about the corrections you've made?
I feel like we're going to be a better football team. I felt like we're starting to get better as a defense. You take those 2 plays out, and other than the first series, I thought we played well in the ball game. So we got to keep building, and then the biggest thing with us, we hadn't played well in the fourth quarter either side of the ball, but we definitely want to play a full quarter ball game, and we got to do it this Saturday night.
Coach, you happy with the play at this ball position?
Again, I'm not happy at it with play at a lot of positions, not just a spur. We definitely want to be more productive. We've always had a lot of productivity out of those guys that played that position in the past, but we know we got it at spur, but we need more production in the perimeter. We need in the secondary. We need more production up front. So it's not just one position on defense. We got to make sure all 11 are doing what the defense called for them to do, and we'll be okay.
Has it been an adjustment for the defense at that spur position, going to guys your odd size from some of the guys in the past?
Well, of course, anytime we went from a slimmer, athletic guy with Antonio Allen, but he was physically strong, and then you go to a bigger guy like Devontae, and now you go to a guy like Sherrod or Jordan Diggs, and not as big and physical as Devontae. So again, that goes back to a coach having personnel, and you have to make sure you put that personnel in the right place to help you.
Getting some guys some different reps, or some different guys reps there?
Again, we might look at doing what we call on defense differently, so we don't put them in that situation where they got to take on a 250, 260-pound tight end.
What does Lorenzo Ward have to do to get in there a little bit more? Knowledge. And again, that's we throw in a lot of freshmen into the fire, and a lot of young guys, and so even Lorenzo, I read in the paper yesterday where he said you got to learn what to do, and that's one thing about we're trying to keep it simple on defense, but you got to be able to make some adjustments.
Same thing with Cedric Cooper.
Cedric he played not bad in the ball game. He played more last week than he had played all season, so we fully expect Cedric to continue to get better and help us.
Do you feel like rotating players is something you continue to do at the pace that you've done it?
Again, our greatest ally, as Coach Spurs tells us all the time in the staff meeting, is the bench. And if a guy's not getting it done, you need to get the next one in. So that's going to be our philosophy, and if they're playing well, they'll stay in. If they're not, then they're coming out.
You talked about improving in the fourth quarter. Do you actually game plan? You say, guys, if we're ahead by 2 touchdowns, here's what we're going to do?
Of course, you have to practice a lot of scenarios and situations that you might not, spend time on in tour days or in fall camp. But you have to, when you hit those scenarios during the season, you got to practice them. So we definitely been practicing some certain calls that we'll make when we have a 2-touchdown league in the fourth quarter.
Expect the rotation to stay the same linebacker?
Yeah, again, whoever's playing better, playing the best, they'll stay in, and if they're not, then we'll get the next one in.
And everybody's healthy?
Everybody's healthy.
Anything else for Coach Ward? Thanks, Coach.